Ciao ragazzi, buongiorno! Today I decided to let you know 10 things no one ever told you before. Just in case to prepare you for your future trip to Italy, to make it so pleasant and so unforgettable for you. By the way, if your plan is to come to Rome and you still have no idea where to stay in Rome, what to visit, my Travel to Rome guide, all those places were carefully selected, handpicked one by one, recommended by Romans, tried by myself, all of them. Absolutely delicious. I'm in the restaurants. Let's dive in. And first, it's super warm all year around. I spent February here this year. I came in March, in April, and it's very warm and so pleasant to walk around the city and see all the attractions. But particularly in July and in August, guys, it's excruciatingly hot. Be aware of this, and I personally would recommend you avoiding this time of the year. I mean July and August, and no matter how interesting the prices looks like, it's just so hot. There is a thing called Ferragosto. This celebration of Ferragosto usually lasts for 2 weeks, but from what I saw from my own experience, Italians tend to take a month off for this vacation, at least 3 weeks. So can you imagine, you're coming to Rome, you want to try this traditional food, you want to go to traditional restaurants, you want to do some traditional shopping, but everything is closed. They're closing the business and they're just going for holidays. August, it's not the best time to come to, especially big Italian cities. Our number next, and of course you already know that food in Italy is incredible. It's absolutely delicious. I would say the most popular and famous cuisine in the world, and I can guess this is one of the reasons you are coming to Italy to try this traditional food. But don't be afraid to eat that restaurant food. Don't be afraid to have those late Italian dinners. First, it's so delicious, and second, guys, it's so cheap. When you're coming to Rome, it's so refreshing how good quality you can get here with such a little amount of money. I'm amazed. Talking about coffee, €2. Talking about dinner for €250. Like, it's insane. It's incredible. So my point is, don't go to the supermarket, don't try to cook yourself here, just embrace local culture, discover traditional Italian restaurants. Also, I bet no one told you that when you get your pizza in the restaurant in Italy, it's not going to be cut. Yes, they are not cutting your pizza in the restaurants in Italy. Just be prepared for this. They're expecting you to cut your pizza yourself, so you will be served with your pizza, which is not cut, with a fork and with a knife, so you can use the knife to cut your pizza, and then feel free to eat it with your hand. If you want to eat your pizza with your hands, feel free to do it. And even if you're on a date with an Italian person and you eat your pizza with your bare hands, they will be so happy to see you adopting this Italianity. But with that knife situation, guys, yeah, we have a massive rule, prison sentence, life sentence. If you touch Italian spaghetti or any other Italian pasta with that knife, any Italian sitting around you and serving you will have a heart attack. So just avoid touching any pasta with your knife. But if you're following this channel for quite a long time, I'm mentioning this in every second video I'm filming in Rome. Another thing which is absolutely no in Italy, when you're using the spoon to roll your pasta on that spoon and then eat it with a fork. When my that time Italian boyfriend saw it, I think I was this close to become single. At that moment, I figured out that I did something really wrong. Thank God it was happening in England, so I was forgiven for my unreasonable behavior. But we don't do this in Italy. Another thing I want you to know before you're coming to Rome or to Italy, the police in Italy has the right to ask for your documents to prove your identity, like a driving license. This is the best way. Passport, this is like best case scenario, but I really don't like taking my passport with me because it's so easy to lose it. What I'm usually doing, I have a picture of my passport in my phone. I cannot guarantee that this is the case all the time, so I would advise you to have your driving license with you all the time. At least your driving license. This is something, if you lose or if it gets stolen, it's not as vital as your travel document, as your passport, because if you lose that one, it's like game over. Talking about your accommodation in Rome, and if you want to go for traditional, authentic experience in Italy, and you want to stay in Airbnb, traditional apartment, Italian style house. Guys, I need to talk to you about two things you will find there. Let's go home. I will show you everything to show you. Those two things exist in every single Italian house. In the bathroom right next to the toilet, you will find bidet. You're using this invention to wash your private parts. So this still exists in every Italian house, and this is the purpose of it. It's not a sink to wash your hands, okay? And thing number two is in the kitchen. So in every single Italian kitchen, not the TV to watch football, calcio, no. You will have a crazy amount of mocha. Let's count how many mochas there are in this house. One, family size. I counted 4, but I have a feeling that there are some others somewhere else. And it's on top of having 2 coffee machines. Yes, Italians do love their coffee. But 2 vital things you need to remember before you start using this mocha. When you finish using this mocha, you just rinse it. You never properly wash it. Never ever use any soap or any detergent like Fairy to wash this. You don't do this. You just wash it with a little bit of water, rinse it, and that's enough. It's ready to be used. And never ever, absolutely never, put mocha in a dishwashing machine. Never. God forbid. It's another crime against Italian humanity. It will be spoiled right away. They will never use it again. And they will definitely down your persona in their house. Back to my nest, and let's discuss another sweet Italian tradition called Riposo. Yeah, it's still happening, and especially in smaller cities of Italy, it's quite an event. So from 1 to 4 p.m, people just leaving their work, closing the businesses, and they just go home to take a nap or to take some rest. Still, lots of places around Italy, they closed during these lunch times. So just embrace this tradition and be aware about it, especially if you need to go to places like the pharmacy, the bank, any authorities here in Italy, as the majority of the places will be closed. And right away, still from Trastevere, to point out that, guys, Europeans, Italians, they eat really late. It's 9 o'clock, you see all places are packed, all queues are there. Honestly, it's like this every single day. Yes, Italians themselves are the Europeans, they tend to dine really late, 9, 10 p.m. That's fine. Another thing will be surprising for you. I don't think many people told you this, but the portions are huge. They're so big compared to the majority of other European countries. When you're coming to Europe and you're coming to Italy and you feel like the portions you see, it's not going to be enough to make you full and fill you in, right? Yes, fill you up. Okay, that's the way. Don't rush to order something else. Just go traditional way: appetizer, starter, main course, your dessert, and after that, give it 20 minutes and wait. Most probably, you will feel surprisingly full after that level of Italian food. If you still have space, I would rather go for gelato after your dinner, which is another gorgeous tradition you have in Italy. Number 9, and I bet it's going to be something very surprising for you. Italians don't drink too much alcohol. And this is so surprising for me, considering that we all know Italian wine, Aperol spritz, and all these interesting Italian drinks. But no, they don't really drink themselves. Usually they might have one drink during aperitivo, so it's going to be something like they don't even drink Aperol spritz. This thing is usually for the tourists. Italians themselves, they would rather go for Americano. It's a little bit bitter analogy of Aperol spritz if you want to try it. The cocktail is called Americano. Just mention that it's not coffee. Don't expect people to drink a lot in Italy. And also there is a phrase figuraccia or brutta figura. It's when the person acts embarrassing him or herself. That's why no Italian would tolerate drunk people, and especially drunk girls. And my dear girls, if your goal is serious relationship with an Italian guy, forget about being drunk in front of him. For him, it's going to be the very big red flag. I would say the biggest one. He will have fun with you, but he will not really have serious relationships with you. He will never introduce you to his mama. No. And last but far not least, on the level of Italian hospitality, guys, you will be absolutely shocked with this one. No one ever told me that it's to that level. They just do everything to make you feel happy, to make you feel home, to make you feel like the best guest they ever had. They're such actors, but you know what? I think it works just perfectly, and the level of their encouragement, the level of their positivity is just so genuine. And some people, they saying that they faking this being friendly situation and it's too much of emotions. But if you ask me, guys, I would prefer to have, let's put it this way, a lot of fake positive hospitality than French way of hospitality. Sorry, my dear French, I'm currently living in Paris. I know exactly what I'm talking. Guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about Italian and French hospitality and the difference. Thank you so much, grazie mille ragazzi, for staying with me today and watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you still have any questions, write me an email or drop me a comment down below, or just arrange a private consultation with me. I will be happy to discuss the way I can help you. Ci vediamo ragazzi, a presto, and as our tradition goes, I can't wait to see you next week. I love you so much, guys. Love you. Bye. Bye.